Hello everyone, this is Broby1 Kenobi, also known as Kyle, and I am back here on my Feed the Beast server. And sorry about this introduction, I was a little, I don't know, just being weird. Yeah, you see this grass block, and Enderman, I think, dropped it here, so I just left it. I don't know. Anyway, I came on today, and James told me last night that he left me a present. Now, he had put this chest was like up here somewhere. But I moved it down here because I had found a bunch of these Mistcraft pages and I wanted to organize my stuff a little better. To keep the Mistcraft stuff. But I put what he gave me over here, and it's this portal gun. Which, by the way, thank you, James. Much appreciated. I've wanted one of these for a while, but I'd find dungeons everywhere and I could not find a free portal gun. So for those who don't know how the portal gun works, I will show you. I'm pretty sure we covered this at the end of last season, but yeah, I don't know. Whoops. Okay, so I guess the easiest way to do this would be, so there you right click, well in this case I right clicked and the dark blue portal comes up. If I left click, the light blue one comes up, and then you just kind of jump into it and you come out the other one. So yeah, so what I'm going to do is leave one up there and place one downstairs because we're always going back and forth, and this will be much easier. Let's see. We don't really have a good spot for one, do we? What about right there? That works. Or maybe, you know what, we'll do it like back here. This seems like a good spot for it. And recommendation for the portal gun, put it one block above the ground because, like, for instance, if I do it here, it's okay to walk into, but then, well, that time is okay, but let's see if I can get it to do what I want it to do. No, sometimes you get stuck in the ground, that's all I'm trying to say. Yeah, it didn't work that time, but, you know, there you go. So now we have a portal gun. So now it's basically just easier travel. I can jump instantaneously back to grab supplies if I need to, and things like that. So it makes life easier. Also, another feature of the portal gun, let me pull it out. Let's see. If I press G, I can pick up a block. It's kind of nice. Nope, that's not where I wanted it. There we go. So in this way you can also like silk touch different ores, because here, for example, let's see if I can do this right. There you go. See? Drops back the stone. So it's kind of like having a silk touch pickaxe if you know the tricks of dropping it onto a torch. Anyway, so what I wanted to talk about today, I was going to show you guys a couple of things that I've been doing, because I've been doing a lot of this off camera, and I figure this might be useful for people to actually know how to do. So for example, the industrial grinder here, I kind of briefly showed how it works. You know, you need the water cells in here, water buckets or whatever. So we'll throw some tin in there, because I need to deal with some tin. I need more empty cells. I keep burning through these things. So yeah. The grinder will do its thing. We're going to leave that for now. Actually, really quick, I'm going to steal this and everything else because I wanted to do this one piece of ruby, because I want to show you guys if you grind down rubies what comes up. So if you grind down the ruby ore, you get 1 ruby and you get 6 tiny piles of ruby dust, 2 tiny piles of red garnet dust, and you get your cell back from the water. It's kind of nice. Let's move this crap out of the way. So then these tiny piles of ruby dust I can craft into full piles of ruby dust. Once you get 9 of those, come over here to the, no, I think it's this thing. No, it's not that thing. It is this thing. You throw the 9 pieces of ruby in there. Now this takes a while, but you get some very useful things that way. I guess that's all I wanted to show you for that. I'll keep gathering these things back until this guy's finished. Yeah. I had to move my pump in the nether, by the way, because it seemed to have sucked up all of the lava source blocks, so that kind of stunk. Okay, so when you do 9 ruby dusts, you get 2 aluminum, 1 chrome, and 3 compressed air. That doesn't sound like a lot, does it? Anyway, that's what you get. But you get the chrome. The chrome's really important for future endeavors. So you get 14 more empty cells. That's not empty cells. There we go. So then the other thing I want to show you guys is if you take bauxite dust, which is just macerating, pulverizing, grinding, whatever, bauxite ore, you need a multiple of 12. So it takes in 12, and this takes a little while as well. It also gets us some useful stuff. So, yeah. So we'll just take these empty cells and fill them up with water. Oh, that's why. I took some of the extra ones from here. Let's see, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64. Okay, so these 12 can go back in there. Whoops. Now the other thing you want to be careful of is if you right-click a water cell into this tank, it'll eat the entire cell too. So that kind of stinks. Kind of stinks a lot, actually. But, yeah. Is this guy done yet? Nope. Man, this takes a long time. It's the only kind of stinky thing about a lot of these Greg Tech machines is some of them do take quite a while to actually get to work. Alright, so far this is our haul. Now these tiny piles, again, can craft them into full piles. You get some free iron and zinc from doing tin. Not a lot, as you can see, but, you know, some. And this is finally almost done. This takes forever. But this gets us a lot of good stuff. So you get more aluminum, and you get tiny piles of titanium. And you get hydrogen as well. And compressed air, which compressed air cells you can just throw into a crafting square and turn back into empty cells. Pretty straightforward. The other thing I wanted to show you guys is if you take hydrogen cells, 4 of them to be precise, and put them in the centrifuge. This is what I've been doing with a lot of my hydrogen cells because I don't really know what we need them for. I mean, if I do uses, it says I can extract it. I can turn 4 of them into deuterium and 3 empty cells, which is what I'm doing right now. Or, yeah, deuterium, I don't know. You can also chemically react it into methane cells, but they're not particularly useful either. They're useful for the gas turbine, but I don't plan on making a gas turbine. Although gas turbines actually would be pretty easy to fuel because methane cells you can create from basically any food source in a centrifuge. You can create methane cells. Now you do need kind of a lot, so you need a pretty steady supply, but still. And that's really the only other way to get it, is by basically, and you get it from like rubber wood as well. But yeah, you know, it's not particularly useful. So anyway, the other use for hydrogen, besides what I'm doing now, is to make water cells, which why would I waste time in a chemical reactor to make water cells when I can just do it right over in my free water tank over there. Apparently you can also use hydrogen to power a gas turbine, but again, probably not going to use that. And that's really all it's useful for. So turn it into deuterium, which can be used in a fusion reactor. And it also frees up some empty cells, which is kind of nice. So this guy's moving right along over here. And you see we get more cells, we just throw them in there. This is why I wanted more tin as well, because dealing with this stuff you eat through a lot of stuff. Cells. Man, I'm gonna have to go turn my pumps back on shortly. The other thing is I got a ton of mercury cells, which I've just been leaving here as well. Kinda nice. I just want to show you guys this when this gets done. Jeez, it's taking forever though. Grrr. take forever. There we go. So you get 1 deuterium and 3 empty cells back. So take the cells and just throw them right back in there. Yeah, so that's basically a nutshell review of how to use some of these GregTech machines and why they're useful and why you'd rather use these over, you know, say normal macerating, pulverizing, what have you. Even like fortune picks or whatever. You know, fortune's nice, but you can also get additional items that you wouldn't normally get. And, you know, it's pretty cool. Oh, and then the other thing I wanted to show you guys then was, if you take aluminum dust, the only way to smelt aluminum dust into aluminum ingots is with this blast furnace. So if I just plop it in there into the blast furnace, you can see it just goes. It takes a little while, too. This guy's actually getting close to being done, which is nice. Let's throw these in here as well. Break down these compressed air cells. So you see, this stuff just takes a while to do. That's the one drawback to a lot of these GregTech things, is they just take quite some time. Oh yeah, my other energy cell's still at James's house. Probably gonna need to steal that back from him at some point, but I was letting him use it for an induction smelter because he wanted to get bronze for something. I forget what exactly. But yeah. Come on, almost there. It's a lot of hurry up and wait, basically. So yeah, pretty neat. Grr, grr, grr. Even the blast furnace takes a while to turn that stuff into full-on aluminum. But at the end of this, we'll have a couple pieces of titanium, as well as the one piece of chrome I showed you guys, and yeah, pretty cool stuff. So throw the rest of the aluminum on there. So that one's done. This guy's still working. It made another set of deuterium cell. And I'm getting Skype messages. J25. Not sure who that is. Anywho, what else do I want to talk about? I guess that's really it. Stop messaging me on Skype. No, I'm not there. I'm busy. I think it's somebody. I've had a couple messages of people who wanted to collaborate with me, and it might be one of those people trying to message me on Skype now. And I'm in the middle of recording, so I will talk to you afterwards, sir. Yeah. Grr, grr, grr. Well, anyway, I guess I'm not going to sit here and show you guys this, because it's taking quite a while. Oh wait, we can do this too. Get these 2 pieces of titanium. Now, do these also smelt in here? Yes, they do. Wow, these take a long time to smelt. Let's find out how long exactly. Aluminum takes 10 seconds. That's not too bad. Titanium takes 50 seconds. Chrome takes 40 seconds. Tungsten takes 100 seconds. Oof. And we don't have the heat capacity to make that yet. Can we do? Yeah, we can do chrome. Okay. Okay, dude. Whatever, man. Oh, that's the other thing. My next episode, I'm going to upgrade my geothermal generators to thermal generators. They're a little bit more powerful. They store more energy and things. And it's basically just aluminum plates, or Invar plates, but I'm probably going to use aluminum because I have a lot of that stuff now. Hardened glass or reinforced glass. I'll probably use hardened glass. the generators themselves and 2 more electric circuits. So basically you just need the aluminum, hardened glass, and electric circuits to upgrade it. So it's really not that difficult of a process. So there we go, we got titanium ingots. Well, we have a titanium ingot. Man, it's just taking an infinitely long time. I'm just very impatient too, that's the other problem with this stuff. So now we will let this chrome ingot cook up as well. The other thing I wanted to make eventually, and this is not going to be my next project either because there's a couple more I wanted to do in between, but I want to do the matter fabricator. We actually probably have the materials to do this. The highly advanced machine block requires chrome and titanium. I've smelted up enough chrome and titanium now to make two of these, which is all we need, and they're just a regular advanced machine block in the middle, which is pretty straightforward. Teleporters are more advanced machine blocks, and it looks like either industrial or regular diamonds. Either way, we can make these. A lot more advanced circuits, glass fiber cables, which we have, and a frequency transmitter, which is really easy to make. The Livatronic energy orb is just Livatron crystals and an iridium plate. We have enough iridium to make a couple of plates, so that might be a useful investment. And the energy flow circuits, now you get 4 of them per crafting recipe, so it's not too bad. But we also are not able to make tungsten plates just yet because you need to be able to smelt the tungsten dust into ingots. And my blast furnace needs some upgrades before we can get to that point. So it'll be a little while. We still won't be able to make these, but 1 iridium plate, 2 Livatron crystals, the advanced circuits. And tungsten plates make you 4 of these, which is exactly the number you need to make 1 of these. So it's not too bad. You won't have any go to waste. Otherwise, I don't know what else we're going to do. So there's the chrome ingot. We'll continue cooking up these aluminum ones. This guy made a couple more of these. That's good. So I'll just leave these guys running. Actually, why am I doing that when I could just do this? Wee. So much more convenient. Thank you, James. I very much appreciate the fact that you found a second one and decided to give it to me. Because you definitely didn't need to do that. Zinc, iron, tin. Actually, I want the tin because I want to smelt that up. Tiny piles, which that gives me enough to make a normal pile. I gotta sneeze. No, I don't. Because I said I had to sneeze, I didn't. Yeah, so you see we have a ton of aluminum already cooked up. We got a decent bit of nickel, chrome, titanium. I found some thaumium earlier. We've made some thorium. That stuff's fun. Alright, so let's turn this tiny piles of red garnet dust into regular pile of red garnet dust. So we got yellow garnet and red garnet. Platinum. Yeah, let's just get some cool stuff. Now we need to smelt this tin up, so I'm just going to go out the regular way. I need to make like a tunnel connecting them so I don't really have to actually walk outside. That'd be a good idea. Maybe I'll do that off camera today. I also have been thinking about trying to get myself into streaming, like when I play Feed the Beast and I'm not recording an actual episode, like whatever I do in between, like mining, preparations, things like that, I might start streaming that. So I don't know if anybody has any interest in seeing that. If you do, let me know in the comments, and you know, I'll try to find some, like a good time. Oh, by the way, I'll show you guys this really quick too. So you see we spawned back here. Now everything's been torn up and I just kind of kept the shelter there. I didn't want to have to make a new linking book because if I make a new... it's not that difficult, but... So here's my pumping area. I made this one really well enclosed, but I'll show you guys really quickly. Oh god. Yeah, there's the lava lake I've been pumping out of down there. I think you can also use portal guns across... what do you call it? Dimensions, like from here to the overworld. But this is my area. I very well enclosed it this time, and yeah. So that's the only reason why I left the same spawn, because I didn't want to have to make another linking book for one that was that close by. If I had moved my pumping station a lot further, I probably would have changed it, but I didn't. And this stuff's almost grown already. Wow, pretty cool. How long have I been recording for, I wonder? Let's go check. Dang it, it's not gonna tell me. Is it really not gonna tell me how long I've been recording for? Hard to say because I don't have information. Yeah, it's not gonna tell me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times 3, it's about 24 minutes, I think. Yeah, I'm not gonna... Okay, I was gonna show some of the stuff James has done since he has been playing on here a lot lately, and he's by far surpassed what Walsh has, or even had on any of the other servers, I think, too. So, anywho, hope you guys did enjoy this episode of our electrolyzing and whatnot, which this guy has done, which is fantastic. I say fantastic a lot. James pointed that out to me, too. That guy's also done, which is even more awesome. Oh, and I have to make sure I shut off some of my machines, too, because I tend to spend, like, time offline while James is on, and then I come back on, and all my machines are out of power like they were. So, I'll have to fix that. But, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys, I guess, and I will see you in the next episode. Peace. Actually, just a second, guys, before I end off this episode, and there's one thing I wanted to show you guys, and forgot to do it because it's actually, I planned to do it like almost a week ago, but I never got around to recording on here. So you see here, I have these brass plates, zinc plates, and refined iron plates. Now, to make brass plates, let's see, you put, obviously, brass in a plate bending machine. Pretty straightforward. To make brass, you could smelt 3 copper and 1 tin in an alloy furnace. But what I did was I took the induction smelter and smelted 3 copper with 1 zinc to get 4 brass. So by doing that, you end up with, you know, a 1-to-1 ratio. You put in 4 ingots, you get 4 back. And so this way I can, you know, plate bend all these into zinc plates, or brass plates rather. And then there's also zinc plates because I have all that extra zinc as well. Now if you look here, what I can do here, whoops, come on, is I can use the refined iron plates, which we already have gone over, the brass plates and the zinc plates to make these mixed metal ingots. And in this case, we don't use tin, and we don't have to use bronze, which you can only, you put in 4 ingots and only get 2 back. And this way, these mixed metal ingots are a lot easier to make. They take less resources, basically. And to get zinc is pretty easy, if I recall. Zinc dust, you can get it from the sphalerite ore when you mine it normally. I know that much. How else can you get it? You can also electrolyze the sphalerite dust, so if you spend a lot of time in the nether and gather a lot of that stuff, you'll get tons of zinc. You can also get it when you... We can also get the tiny piles when you grind down tin and... what else? That's also tin. I guess just tin. But either way, you get tiny piles when you grind down tin. Or if you centrifuge tin, you get a tiny pile. So, you know, there's ways that you can get zinc without actually having to, you know, use too much materials. And in this case, it's I feel it's a cheaper way of making these mixed metal ingots that you need to craft, you know, that you throw into the compressor. Thank goodness we have this thing, it's so fast. To make advanced alloys, which you need for advanced machine blocks, among other things. So it's pretty useful, and I just wanted to add that into the video because I thought it was something that would be pretty important and kind of cool to know about. And yeah, so thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you next time. Peace.